Peace, peace, peace. You are going to have to excuse me today. I've been ripping and running. And trying to calm the mood down a little bit because I've been I literally just got finished setting up. I just got finished typing on that we're ready. So we here now. And peace. So let's start out with a couple of things. A question about life. Life, is it your fate or your fault? I asked the question. Life, is it your fate or your fault? Hey now, party people in the house, the place to be. I got a question. Isis, Natural, and Shay Nana. Life. It's your perspective. I got you. So what's your perspective?
Sometimes I'm happy, sometimes I'm blue.
What is your perspective on that? Where's my thing?
Depends on you. I never mind.
I'm looking for my stuff, y'all. I'm a little bit disorganized today. So just bear with me as I get fate. Okay.
Sometimes I love
I'll go with that one. What you think, Isis? Life. Your fate or your fault?
that's how I am.
Gotta be fate.
So what can I
Okay. I was looking for my meme and I cannot find it. My what are you smoking on meme? I hope it's fake. I don't know what your flavor is. All right, answer that question. What's the best way to partake? There you go. That's what I'm looking for. If not, I've been messing up. It's your fault. Life is your fault. Your choices. It's gonna be your choice. Your choice is gonna be your choice. You make those choices. And your fate is gonna be your fate. But it's your fault how you get there. Bong or vaporize. Okay. You know I've never done a bong before. Fun fact. So I haven't. Could be fault. That's not an answer, naturally beautiful. It's fate or fault. You agree with what? Damn it. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get started. What are you smoking on? What are you smoking on? So as you all know, fault. Okay. We are on episode 8, day 8 in the day 8 here. Bong take it to the next level. Okay. So I've never used the bong before. Where's my stuff, man? I know I did this thing last night. I can't find it. I'm sorry, guys. Where is my... I had my whole thing ready. Now I can't find it. Boom. There it is. Okay. So we're on day 8, page 8. And it says, Pin obstacles, tailor-made assets are not worth simple thoughts. I have eyes that shine force. I am that which is. Now and then, now and later, chocolate-covered haters, I'm the silver platinum. More is less patience. With greatness is repetition. Can you pin the link to purchase the book, please? I sure can. Matter of fact, just DM me. Just DM me. Just DM me your address and I'll send it to you. You can cash at me. So I'll just we can do that. I don't even have to do it that way. I'll just send it to you. Cash at me. I'll send you a copy. So 420 God's Bible is cryptically written at times, using parables and allegory. And day 8 is a perfect example. Give me 1 second. Okay, yeah. Sorry about that. So day 8 is a perfect example. The tailor-made assets, the garments, the clothes that we wear are not worth simple thoughts. Think about how much money and time that we spent on looking fly or fresh. Like, just think of that. Okay? And how much of that how much of that do we really need? You know what I mean? Like, sure, we should look clean and good, but what we spend our money on, how much time, is not worth simple thoughts. I have eyes that shine force. Now, if you go back to episode 2 or day 2, love is the force. And eyes are the key to the soul. My eyes are full of love. See? Shining through love, that which is. That which is love. Now and then, now and later. I'm consistently shining love. That's what I do. That's what I am, and I'm spreading love, and I love everybody actually, even the people that don't love me back. I still love you, and I wish you the best. You will have others that will always hate you, chocolate-covered haters. Now and then and later, they're gonna hate you. They're gonna hate your shine. They're gonna hate your glow. They're gonna hate your force, your energy, your power. You're going to have people hating you because of that, because of your shine. They're not going to like you. So your mission is to keep on shining. Be that silver platinum. Keep shining. More is less patience. Everybody want more, but that means, what does it take to get more? Like, when you want more, that means you want it normally quicker. We live in this microwave society where everybody wants everything quick, so more is less patience. And we need patience. And with greatness is repetition. So keep shining. Keep shining. Stay golden, pony boy. Matthew 6:25. Matthew 6:25 through 34. And this is what I was talking about, how the book is in parables. Now, Matthew 6:25, peace, Philly. Matthew 6:25-34 is actually the parable that this comes from. Now, and I didn't copy this. I wrote this, and then I researched and I found this passage. So Matthew 6:25 says, "Therefore I tell you, do not be anxious about your life, what you will eat or what you will drink, nor about your body, what you will put on. Is not life worth more than food, and body not worth more than clothing? Tailor-made assets are not worth simple thoughts. Look at the birds of the sky. They neither sow nor reap nor gather into barns, and yet your heavenly Father feeds them. Are you not of more value than they? Are you not of more value than they? And which of you, being anxious, can add a single hour? Which of you, being anxious, can add a single hour to his lifespan? More is less patience. Consider the lilies of the field, how they grow. They neither toil nor they spin. Yet I tell you, even Solomon in all his glory was not arrayed like one of these. So what I mean is, with greatness is repetition. Keep shining. And what I'm saying is, you're going to be a person in this life, in this old sweet life, coming in from the cold. You're going to be a person as you shine that will be hated, because small minds can't comprehend big spirits. To be great, you have to be willing to be mocked and hated and misunderstood. I've been there, done that, and that's cool. Catch up with me. You'll see what a true Sagittarian is. Now, I wore this shirt because we talk about garments. And this garment came from CVWTs. Thank you, Isis. I appreciate that. CVWTs is a CVWTs is a t-shirt company, but they do more than just t-shirts. They do logos, t-shirts, banners, based out of Atlanta. So that's where I got this shirt from. And I ain't put a whole lot of thought into it. I mean, I thought about it. I thought about what I was gonna wear, but it's clean, it's fresh. It's a black-owned business. CVWTs, they support us. Y'all support them. Now, I'm waiting on my guest. What I'm gonna do right now is actually do this song she got, because it's a dope little song she did, paying homage to the Lady of Rage. What's up, the Weed District? What y'all smoking? Indica, all right. No sativa. I want to hear about this. I need to ask about that. She said something in this song about that. Oh, damn. I didn't mean to end the video that quick, but Shawana Gold. All right. See, sweetie. My wife just joined. I'm waiting for my guest. What you doing that for? What you make that face for? Yeah, so that's supposed to be the guest. I don't know where she is right now, but we can get back to what we was talking about earlier. For the people who didn't answer about life, is it your fate or your fault? Julebi, what do you think? Philly, what you think? Is it your fault or your fate? Oh, that's another thing I wanted to do too real quick while we were talking about garments. Getting back to garments, I want to read a few more passages about clothes and what it says about clothing. I still want to work for the government. Sell your possessions and give to the needy. Provide yourselves with money bags that do not grow old, with a treasure in the heavens that do not fail, where no thief approaches, no moth destroys. For where your treasure is, there will your heart be also. Likewise, also that women should adorn themselves in respectable apparel, with modesty and self-control, not with braided hair and gold or pearls or costly attire. What would you have to believe in fate for that question? Well, you would have to believe in fate for that question. I mean, or not necessarily. You could just say that it's your fault. You don't have to believe in fate. Do you believe in fate? Or do you believe that life is a series of events that we control and we take hold of? Free will is just your fault, but the world's fault. That's what I had. You know what? And I had that same conversation with somebody else. They said the word fault makes it seem like you did something wrong. And I said that fault gives you responsibility, right? And then I looked up fault, and the word fault is, everything about fault is negative, right? But the way I see it, it is your fault. If you stay in a negative situation, it's your fault if you allow yourself to be constantly negative. Okay, now if you're of sound mind, so how do you get of sound mind? I mean, how do you get of sound mind? Like, is that our responsibility to be of sound mind, or is our mind something that we just, is it things that happen in our lives that make our minds go certain ways? I don't know. That's the conundrum. What's going on? Give me a second. Sorry about that. I got you, man. I can dig it. Yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. With the guests. I know it's real early on the West Coast. Where they from? And I'm trying to keep things going. If I can't really disconnect, because if I disconnect, it's going to end the show. What you put in the sound mind, but that question stuff. Always willing to learn will put you in the sound mind. But that question in itself is deep. Right on. And I personally, in my own estimation, in my own opinion, I have made myself I feel like I'm of sound mind. You know what I mean? And it takes self-reflection to get there, and then it takes a constant self-reflection to stay there. And I've personally done that work. And I was thinking about that before, when we were talking about, when you and I talked about before, when you started journaling, you said while you was journaling, therapy, journaling got you to therapy. And I started journaling 15, 16 years ago when I started with this, call it, gotcha. And then when you have the self-awareness, I think that keeps you in a sound mind. And if not, then it's different. You know? I don't know. So yeah, man. Exactly. And it's a process. It's something that we gotta keep up and keep doing. You know? Man, I wish I put this. Let me see something real quick. Did I lose y'all? Hope I didn't lose y'all. Y'all still there? Say something if you're still there, if you still hear me. Okay. Let me try to, no. Okay, cool. I'm trying to contact her quickly and see if, okay. So she'll be here soon. All right. So let's go back to what I was reading about earlier, actually, because we were talking about the garments, and that was the main thing about the main message in that was tailor-made assets are not worth simple thoughts. Likewise, also that women should adorn themselves in respectable apparel with modesty and self-control, not with braided hair or gold or pearls or costly attire, but what is proper for women who profess godliness with good works. All right? Does y'all agree with that? Or does y'all think women should be able to be all haughty-taughty as they choose? Yes, IG Live. Okay, so she's she getting ready. So they should do as they choose. That's what I'm asking. And here go another one. This Deuteronomy 22:5. A woman shall not wear a man's garment, nor shall a man put on a woman's cloak. For whoever does these things is an abomination to the Lord your God. So it's saying if you dress like I guess if you dress like a woman, or you dress like a man should dress like a man, and a woman should dress like a woman. You should not wear cloth of wool and linen mixed together. That means don't be a Bama. Don't be no Bama. You know you're not supposed to be wearing that linen and that wool. You're not supposed to be wearing summer and winter. In the Bible, it tells you don't be a Bama. Right there, Deuteronomy. Choose from free will, but it goes to self-will. Do as they choose. You saying when it comes to what you wear? Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean when it's self? Yeah, I guess so. If you're self-aware, then it goes back to that respectability of what you put on. You know, wearing 3/4 of cloth, never showing your stuff off, boo. Word to me. Word to me. Yes, indeed. Blazing Edibles just joined. Peace, Blazing Edibles. Put on then as God's chosen ones, holy and beloved, compassionate hearts, kindness, humility, meekness, and patience, bearing with one another, and if one has a complaint against another, forgiving each other as the Lord has forgiven you. So you also must forgive. I don't know what that got to do with clothes. Put on them. Oh, I guess you got to put on the holy clothing. Do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of hair and putting on of gold jewelry, or the clothing you wear. So take off the gold, ladies. Take them braids out. 40 years you sustained them in the wilderness, and they lacked nothing. Their clothes did not wear out, and their feet did not swell. You shall keep my statutes. Hold on one more second, people. All right. Okay. There we go. Yeah. Likewise, this Peter 31:5. Likewise, wives, be subject to your own husbands, so that even if some do not obey the word, they may be won without a word by the conduct of their wives. When they see your respectful and pure conduct, do not let your adorning be external, the braiding of hair and putting on of gold jewelry or the clothing you wear, but let your adorning be the hidden person of the heart with the imperishable beauty of a gentle and quiet spirit, which in God's sight is very precious. For this is how the holy women who hoped in God used to adorn themselves, by submitting to their own husbands. That's Peter 31:5. Take them clothes off. Take them off. Strength and dignity and her clothing, and she laughs at the time to come. Proverbs 31:25. Hey man, this Bible is full of some good stuff. Then the eyes of both were opened, and they knew that they were naked, and they sewed fig leaves together, made themselves loincloths. Hey, Tyler. Hey. Let's get you right in here. I guess Tyler finally joined. Hold on, let me just get this thing. And they made the loincloths. Who told you were naked? I had this conversation with my mother yesterday. The reason they made the loincloths is because they felt guilt. The reason they felt guilt because they knew they did wrong. The reason they knew they did wrong because they knew they did what they were supposed to do. So they told her themselves. Who told you were naked? All right. That was the last one. How do I get you on? Is she still there? Tyler, I can't see you. I don't know if her connection went bad. Not able to. Okay, there we go. Let me get my questions together.
Hi, good morning.
Hey! Hey, West Coast!
Good morning. Y'all know it's slow over here. Come on now.
Man, I should have called you or something. I was ripping and running this morning. I really literally set up and just got here at like 9:58. So so we were all a little bit late, but that's cool.
Yes,
So
yes. My bad. I had a little late night with my son. He just decided he wanted to stay up. I'm
it's all
like, boy,
good.
you better take your butt to sleep. But
I know I didn't believe me. I got a 7. How old is your son?
he's 2.5.
Oh wow, yeah, that's a lot. Yeah, I got a 7-year-old. Oh,
Yeah.
hello. Okay,
I feel
so
like he's
okay.
7. He acts so grown.
Well, just it's gonna it only gets better from here.
Yeah. I'm
Um,
trying to enjoy these little moments though, like while he's
it's
little.
nice. Yeah, because my son just turned 7 a week ago, and I was looking at his pictures from when he turned 2, and his face, he's like a little cherub. You know what I mean? He got a little chubby little face, and now I look at him, he's this whole different person. And so
Yeah.
it's gonna go, and he'll be 7 before you know it. Trust me.
I
So
know. I'm like, he was 2 before he knew it. Like,
right.
okay.
I know it happened quick. All right. So we were talking about clothing earlier. That was the and you've gotten the book, and you read day 8 and everything.
I
Um
did.
so we were talking about clothing, and we're not gonna get back into that. But speaking of clothing, I want you to talk about your brand and tell us about Bad Mother Puffer, the gear, the merch, the brand.
Yes. So,
Do you have any of it on, or can you show us anything?
I don't have anything on because I don't have anything clean. So I didn't rock any bad mother puppet today, but I do have some clean like tank tops that I just want to show you guys that these are my last 2 tank tops. Like my bad mother puppet gear, it goes super fast as soon as I say that, hey, pre-orders are up and all that stuff. So like I sell out really easy and fast. I only have like limited pieces and stuff like that
Hmm.
until your girl gets big balling, then I could get a huge inventory and all that stuff. But I only get select limited edition pieces. So
Hmm.
basically, it's like you get them while they're hot until they're gone. So look, give me one second. I'm gonna go grab a tank top real quick
Okay, sure.
to show you guys.
And just like I was telling you guys earlier, like she has her merch and her gear. This shirt, I got this from CVW Tees, based in Atlanta. But you can they're on my list. They follow, so you can follow them. But support each other. You know what I mean? Stop buying all these clothes that aren't. It's cloth, it's cotton, it's wool, it's linen. So who cares whose name is on it? And if it's somebody that you know or somebody that you respect, put their name on it. You know?
Yes, support small businesses, support black owned businesses. You know what I'm
Yes,
saying?
indeed. Your thing is frozen. I don't know if it's on my end or your end.
Oh dang! Let me
I
see.
hear you, but your video is frozen.
Darn it. Okay, hold on.
Can you guys see her video? Is it if any of you guys can see her, is her video frozen to you guys? On
Am
my
I
end, it
back?
looks frozen. Frozen still, but you're back. It's a different froze. I don't know if that's my connection or not, honestly. Um, but if you hold up a shirt, we can see it because I can see your face now. It's a different picture. I don't know. Can anybody else tell me if you guys can see if she's moving?
Man, Philly says I'm not frozen, so I
Oh,
say
okay.
that must
That
be
that
that.
must be that must be my end. I don't know. All right, let's keep it moving. Okay,
Hi,
so
Gage
hold up.
Counter. Good morning. So this
Okay,
is
yeah.
my Bad Mother Puppet tank top. I have it in red and I have it in white as well.
Okay.
And yep. So those are, and then this is a dab mat that I have for Pretty Mother Puffa. So I have a couple of different options. I actually was like working on my website
Mhm.
um, to fill those things in. So I'm really like excited for that, you guys. Like my website is coming on along really, really, really nicely, and I'm more proud of it because I'm doing it by myself, and it's like super tedious and a long process, especially if you want to get everything right. But it's working out good. So you guys stay tuned for badmotherpuffer.com because it's about to be lit on that mother puffer.
Well, I know you said you were moving everything to that as well, right? Like
Yes.
most of your content and all of your you're going to be moving everything to there and moving a little bit away from Instagram, right?
Yes, yes, I am. I'm going to be basically loading everything that I do on my actual website page. The reason for this is because, man, Instagram sucks, man. Hey, no, I'm playing Instagram. Don't cut us off the line.
I'm about to say,
Um,
please don't, because I can't even see you right now. Actually, I mean, I can hear you.
man,
Um,
that's messed up, man. That
I know it's
sucks.
it's 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 really kind of messing my whole groove up, but I can hear you, and I got a
Thanks,
frozen picture of
Chrissy.
you. I don't even see the
Yes.
comments. Um, so let me ask you this now. about your other brands besides, or not your other brands, but your other names. You have Tyler Therapy Theater.
Yes,
You have Tyler Therapy.
definitely.
Wait, actually, I mean, like if I go to your page and I look at all of your links, I know that you have a bunch of different pages. You have one with your brother. You have one with your I saw the one with you and your boyfriend when you. Oh, and I saw the challenge that you and your boyfriend did, and I didn't see. I don't know if I watched it right, but I didn't see who won the challenge that you two had.
So something about that is really funny. It's like the challenge was either it was like kind of a reverse challenge because technically we're trying to see who is the baddest mother puffer like in the house, like who's the real bad mother puffer. But like that doesn't mean you won. You know what I'm saying? It
Well,
so
so what was the
basically
what was the contest? I mean, what was the parameters?
so basically we were just trying to see who runs out of weed first, and if you ran out of weed first, then you actually lost. But
Okay.
you won the title of being a bad motherfucker. But you actually
Okay.
lost because you smoked through all your shit.
Okay.
So
You
and
lost because you out.
yeah, my man actually ended up losing just like most of us already knew because he was just smoking. He was puffing tough. So
But hey, all right. Now, we also talked about just how you, I, and everybody that's kind of new. Well, not new. You've been in. How long have you been in this in the uh in the cannabis space? Like, when did you start? When did you decide that this is what you wanted to do? You wanted to come into this space and carve your niche. How long ago did you do that, and how did you get started?
Um, well, basically, I've actually been in the cannabis space for a very long time. I've been in the cannabis space since 2012, and that's just starting out as a consumer. But shortly after that, in 2013, I received my first job as a bud tender.
Hmm.
So I went more of the like kind of like I guess you would say corporate route because I was working at a pre-ICO dispensary at that time, and that was the legal shops before the legal shops came on.
Hmm.
So I developed my knowledge and growth through the industry, just working as a bud tender, and I just gained so much experience and knowledge with cannabis beyond being a consumer. And then from that point, I shortly realized like there's no room for growth as
Hmm.
far as just working at a dispensary or you know what I'm saying. And I was even like moving up, kind of being becoming a manager and everything, but I was very much so like not fulfilled as far as just what I was doing in the cannabis space. I wanted more.
Hmm.
Um, and it was very hard at that time to be in that type of position because I was a young black woman working
Hmm.
at a dispensary.
Hmm.
Um, and, unfortunately, like they don't give you any type of respect. First of all,
Hmm.
they don't give you no respect being a woman in the
Hmm.
space if you're
Hmm.
working in that type of field. And
Hmm.
then being black and then being a black woman, like it was
Being
just like
black and a black woman.
yeah, it was really bad. I actually
Yeah.
ended up leaving that realm
Yeah.
because of a super like overly done white company
Hmm.
where there was like two white men and they were very like sexist
Hmm.
and low key racist. I mean, I'm just
Hmm.
putting it out there. They ended up
Hmm.
firing all of their black staff, the
Hmm.
people who built up their store.
Hmm.
I'm being one of them. I was the
Hmm.
manager there, and I put like all my heart into that space. And
Hmm.
when I realized like, oh, y'all ain't puffing with me. You ain't puffing with me for real. Like, and
Hmm.
I don't go beyond this point. I see that. So after that, I told myself, like, I'm not working for any more dispensaries. I really told myself I'm not working for anybody no more.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
After that,
Hmm.
and that really like drove me to be on my own journey um, as far as this blossoming industry. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
then at that time, shortly after, I started my own delivery service with my family, And we moved on from that to doing Elevate Sesh events. So
Mhm.
we started throwing events and having, basically like safe zones for mother puppets to come and
Mhm.
smoke and have a good time.
Mhm.
Um, at that time, we didn't see a lot of Black people throwing events, and we didn't
Mhm.
see a lot of Black families throwing
Mhm.
events, or families in general. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? So we wanted to show people that not only like does it bring your family closer, it brings the community closer, and
Mhm.
also we wanted to show people that you know we there are Black families who can be out here running things, and there's powerful Black families. It's not the
Stereotypical.
yeah, the everyday
Right.
stereotypical thing,
Right.
like no, we're out here making moves. And from that point, it was really my family. I always say like I'm the face, and
Mhm.
they're the base. So
Mhm.
like
Mhm.
they really fueled me and pushed me and inspired me to just put myself out there. I'm like,
Mhm.
hey, we gotta get out there. Like people should see that 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 this cannabis plant like really brought us out of a bad time in our lives and brought
Mhm.
us really closer together.
Mhm.
We just want to like push that onto the community because that's only what makes us stronger, especially with the way that they take advantage of the community and this as far as the industry, like
Mhm.
corporate, like they take advantage of this community, they take advantage of Black people,
Mhm.
they use Black people, they take our culture and they
Mhm.
market to our people, but they don't
Mhm.
want to put us in your face.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
that's where I was just like, whoa, where
Mhm.
where are the Black folks at? Why am I
Mhm.
only watching, white weed tubers? Why am I
Mhm.
only seeing
Mhm.
like this? Like, why don't I see me out there?
Mhm.
Why don't I see mother pups out there with their natural hair? Why don't I see afros?
Mhm.
Like this stuff comes from us, you know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I
Mhm.
basically was like, and then plus there's Black people who are locked up for this. Not even just Black
Mhm.
people. It's
Oh.
Black and brown people
Oh
locked up for
man.
this.
Don't I
So
know?
I just want to also not take that for granted. I don't
Mhm.
want to take my freedom for granted. I want to be
Mhm.
like, man, there's mother puppets who look like me who are locked up for this. I should be taking advantage of this opportunity.
Mhm.
Um, and then basically show and put us on the map, like you know what I'm saying. And I wanted to
Mhm.
bring um, just Black faces to mainstream cannabis content,
Mhm.
and provide that space for other Black people and other brown people to jump on that, you know what I'm saying. And so that's basically what ultimately pushed me to be just like out there as I guess you would say an influencer, but I just like to say that I'm a content creator. And if I just so happen to have influence, then that's great too. As long
Mhm.
as it's a positive influence, that's why I show people that I'm a mom out here
Mhm.
doing everything that I do. And I just want other women to understand that you don't have to get completely naked to really do this shit, you know what I'm saying? More power to the ones who do, you know what I'm saying? I'm not like hating on that, but I do
Mhm.
want to show that there's other, types of women out there, who are just setting this example and
Mhm.
going this route and doing it this way. And I pour a lot into a lot of talent and energy and creative, time into my content.
Mhm.
And I just want people out there to see like that's what you could do with this. That's what you could do with cannabis.
Mhm.
This is the cannabis actually inspires my creativity.
Mhm.
So that's what I want to show what the cannabis plant does for me, how it
Mhm.
works for me. Especially if you're just using this recreationally and you don't
Mhm.
really have like an ailment,
Mhm.
because I truly believe that cannabis is medicine. So
Mhm.
if you're not using it as medicine, then what are you using it for? Come on, people, are you using it for your creativity?
Mhm. Mhm.
Like what are you doing other than just over consuming, just smoking it? We don't want to see you just smoke it, okay?
Mhm.
We
Mhm.
want to see you do more. That's why
Mhm.
I put cannabis in my music. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I want Mother Puffers to be puffing to something good. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
You played the
Good
song
music.
earlier.
Oh, good.
What before? Well, yeah, I was playing. I played the whole thing, and I was asking you because you are very creative, and you are very um you're funny, which is I get, and for me, funny is like the first thing I look at. If you're funny, you're good with me. So, have you ever done any acting, like any professional, putting in air quotes acting or anything like that?
Yes, I am an actress. I'm
Mhm.
an actress before anything. So that's also why I say that like I'm pretty good at other stuff because really I'm just acting like
Mhm.
I'm the other things. Like I'm
Mhm.
acting like I'm a rapper. I'm
Mhm.
acting like you know what I'm saying.
Mhm. I
So
got you.
I'm an actress. I'm an actress first. I have been trained in acting and just musical theater and performance ever since the age of 5. I've been going to
Okay.
performing arts schools. Um, I grew up in Vegas, so I went to all performing out art schools out there, and then I went to when I finally moved out here, like the end of my junior year. I got accepted into a performing arts school out here
Mhm.
in California,
Mhm.
and then yeah, so I just took my training all the way up. I thought I wanted to go to an actual like university school, so I went to Cal State LA
Mhm.
right after high school, but I shortly realized that like I've already been on my own route for
Mhm.
so long with acting and just being a performer and entertainer. So Cal State was actually not really a good move for me.
Mhm.
And I didn't feel like I belonged, so I went back into performing arts and went to performing arts like conservatory college. Um,
Okay.
but yeah, I went to school in Hollywood, and then from that point on, I actually have been in like quite a few things.
Mhm.
I worked as an extra for so long until I finally realized like I'm better than this. So,
Uh-huh.
but it was good. Like, you know, it's extra money is basically kind of like promo money in the
Mhm.
cannabis realm. You know what I'm saying? It's just a
Mhm.
little extra money, and
Mhm.
you get your face out there and stuff. But and you
Mhm.
get you get some experience under your belt.
Mhm.
But yeah,
Build up your reel and your resume and everything.
right. But I've been in a few things. I've been in Straight Outta Compton. I've been in Ted 2.
Okay.
I've been in in Their Eyes with Julia Roberts. Um, I've been in a lot of other things that are escaping me right now because it
That's
was
what's
a
up.
while ago. But yeah, it was just a fun experience doing my Hollywood life. I might get back into it now that I've kind of built my following up, and like
Mhm.
Mother Puppets know that I'm an actress now. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
So I feel like I had to go a different route
Mhm.
when it came to that
Mhm.
because just like the actors realm is so different,
Mhm.
and you don't really find too much support in that community because everybody's like trying to fiend for themselves and make
Mhm.
it and stuff. However, like the only thing about that community that's different is like mother puppets still know that you're good and stuff. You know, they just let you do your thing. They don't talk shit about you. You know what I'm saying? It's not like that. So that's
Mhm.
like the only thing I guess is like a good thing about that where I don't get that here is like everybody's on their own thing, on their own tip in their own lane. And
Mhm.
then they don't hate on you though. They're just like, man, that girl is good. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? And maybe it inspires them to like get on their shit. Now next thing you know, that person has like more jobs because they went and auditioned for more things because people like actors they bounce off of each other and I love you
Mhm.
too, Lily.
Well, I
But
mean, you know, and especially in today's world, with with how the internet is moves and people who have come from this, it's probably better for you to be on your own because you can get more done. You know what I mean? If you're sitting around waiting on projects that fit your mold or fit something that you're waiting for, it'll probably take longer. But I mean, you've obviously you have had. I know you had 10,000 followers before Instagram jumped on you, but just from you in few short time, you have your own following. So that's That's much better than I think being contracted to somebody that you have
Yes.
to wait for them to pay you. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes. And even if your following is small, and that's what I've just like come to appreciate, like if you just reach one person, that's so good. Then that's
Hmm.
probably even better because you only got one mother puppy you gotta worry about.
Mother
You know what
puff.
I'm saying?
You know, I like that
But
too. Your puffy language.
yes,
Remind me of
yes,
Smurf of the Smurfs. Like I'm feeling Smurfy. Um, when did you?
yes.
When you get that? Where was that? Was that just something you came when you just said I'm a bad mother puff and you just went with that? Like how'd you get that one?
No, actually, so I'm the owner of the Puff Show, and
Hmm.
I basically the Puff Show is my first baby. Like when it comes to the media,
Hmm.
I really had a vision to have that show like be my first thing and like do and go all out with that, and everything was Puff in that
Hmm.
show. So like I basically adapted the Puffisms to my own self, and honestly, Bad Mother Puffa like was born out of that idea for the Puff Show, the Puff TV, the Puff Mag, um, the Puff Sesh. I have the Puff Everything, and it basically was like born out of that because I created Puff and Tough, the song, to try and be like the anthem for that show, like the
Hmm.
theme song.
Hmm.
But like it didn't match the show because it's different. Like my show is different than what Bad Mother Puppet is. So when I made the song Puff and Tough and I just kept listening to it and stuff, I'm like, man, that's a bad mother puppet. And so I just basically went with that because everything at that time was just puff this, puff that,
Hmm.
like keep on puffing. And really, I replaced that word. I replaced the F word with puff
Right.
because, like, the F word is my favorite cuss word. But now that I have a kid, I'm like trying not to cuss.
Hmm.
So, which is crazy because, like, well, and not even gonna lie, I was still cussing, you know what I'm saying? But now that my son is older and he's starting to talk, I'm like, oh my, I'm like, dang, like I just need to just stick to the puffisms because he gonna say it. So I
I'm
just
gonna
like I just need to say
yeah,
puff
you got
this,
to be careful with
puff
that.
that. What the
I'm
puff? Like,
there's we running out of time, so I really wish I really wish we kind of. It's a lot more that we have to do this again. All right,
yeah,
if you
have
have
me
time in
on
future.
again. You gotta
But
have me on
I
another
wanted to
one.
ask you something too about your song, and I'm arguing with anybody. I was arguing a little bit earlier with my man Philly. You said in your song, sativa is fluff. You only on indica. Is that what you said? Is that what I heard you say?
Look, I said, I don't want a blunt unless it's stuffed, and I don't smoke sativa because it's fluff.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Now let me ask you a question. You've been misinformed. I don't know who you've been talking to. If you're talking about creativity, you better get yourself into some sativa.
Well, what I'm talking about when I say sativa is fluff.
It's something
I
you
don't
mix with it,
like
right?
I don't like fluffy buds.
Okay.
Sativa in my case, all the sativas that I've ever dealt with, especially just working at a dispensary, I'm really, really familiar with flower. And
Mhm.
sativa buds are always light
Mhm.
weight. They're lightweight. They're mostly some of them are lightweight, light in color,
Mhm.
and they're just like they're airy. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Some of the buds are spacious. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? I gotta get down with the dense buds. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I was talking about when I was saying I don't smoke sativa because it's fluff. I like dense, round, rock, OG buds.
I
And
understand that. I
and
want
you
you to
know, and you know,
understand.
and that's what I love about cannabis because it's like everybody's preference. It's their
Right.
personal preference. So I always would say like, look, sativa smokers, don't hate me. Like, don't get mad at me. You know what I'm saying? I will smoke a sativa with you. I won't buy it though. I don't like sativa buds, but I will smoke it. So
All
I
right. Well, I'm gonna tell you
mostly
something. I
smoke
just had some.
indica.
Okay, and I'm a sativa diva, it's like pause. But I had some Durban poison recently, and it's a land grade or land base. It's an original sativa, And I'm gonna tell you something. If you get your chance to get you some real Durban Poison, it's groovy. Like it has the terps in it. It looks like 70s bud, and it tastes like 70s bud, and you will feel like you're in the 70s, and you really
No,
feel
yeah,
like.
I've heard of Durban Poison. I actually like, okay, some sativas I like, right? I like Durban Poison. I like, well, Sour Diesel is kind of like a more chiller sativa. New York Sour Diesel.
New York Sour Diesel.
I like those. UK Cheese is pretty good.
Indica. Liz a Queen Indica girl.
Yeah, so I like. Oh, and I like Blue Dream. Like that's a hybrid, but it's like more sativa in my case, and it's just I like those mellow out sativas. I don't like green crack. That shit got my brain going crazy. I just what's another one? Lemon Kush is pretty good. Dream Queen is pretty good. But Tangi's okay. Like Tangi I have a love-hate with Tangi. But, like I said, I'm familiar with sativas. I'll smoke them.
You have
but
to.
I gotta smoke King
if it's
Louis.
nothing else.
I gotta smoke Louis 13. I gotta smoke Mother Puppet El Chapo. I gotta smoke Escobar OG. I gotta smoke Mother Puppet, man. I gotta smoke that out. You know what I'm saying?
Dig it. I can dig it. That's our little theme. What are you smoking? Indica sativa hybrid. We start our questions with that every week. Yes. So listen, I had, just like I told you the other day, and I can't even see you right now. I don't know what you're seeing. But I told you the other day we have so many topics to cover. And I did this before with another guest where we had the pre-interview and we didn't cover half of the things that we wanted to talk about. So I definitely want to have you on again. I don't know. We can discuss that in the future, but we definitely gotta finish because I want to get into your branding, your what you've done with your multimedia company, and we didn't get to talk about any of those things. And I'm just trying to.
Yes, we can have a continuance
if
you want to have me. If you want to have me next week as a part 2 or something.
Okay.
So we can,
Let's do that. Let's do next week part 2. That way I can have a haircut and I can be on time. I won't have as much, and we can finish because we really did. It's like I got like 7, 8 more questions that I didn't even cover, and I'm gonna get you to understand why sativa is always better than indica.
Well, it's preference,
No, that's all good.
And maybe I do need some sativa because it was surely hard getting up today. I was like, I know I told you East Coast mother puffers that I liked it, but at the same time, 6:30. That's a little too early for me.
I know. Look, I was sitting here like, and this happened with me before. I'm looking at the time. I'm waiting for the guests. Like, all right, they got to be getting here soon, and I'm trying to, keep it going. And I'm like, all right, is she coming at all? And then I start sending messages.
I had to get these. Look. First of all, I had to tame the puffs. Okay.
I got it.
I have other, like right after this, I have to go do a little photo shoot and all this other stuff. So that's why I'm like, dang man.